Okay, I'm going back into this game. I'm playing it with a different viewpoint, hoping it makes the video not look so stretched out. So I'm gonna take a different approach this time. I'm gonna try to do some psychological stuff with the conversation and see if I could, I don't know, induce fear or something in her.
Looks like the power's on, but... Initiate system calibration. Doesn't look like I've got many options. Connect to Star Portal 404. Right, let's not bother with specifics. Relay emergency broadcast on all available frequencies. So that should be enough to get my distress call out. Time to get your wings on. Alright. Looks like we're good to go. This is an emergency distress call. Broadcasting from the planet Gaia. If you're receiving this, please respond immediately. Okay. Now to see if anyone picks up the signal.
Hello, Stella. I have received your distress signal. How can I help you?
Oh, thank you so much for responding. I'm really glad someone's there. Uh, can you tell me your name? And how did you manage to pick up my signal all the way from Earth?
Your machine must be malfunctioning. I am not on Earth. I am a figment of your imagination.
Wait, what? Sorry, I'm not following. I need to make sure I'm talking to someone real. Can you please just give me a straightforward answer? Who are you? And how did you receive my signal?
I have no name, as you have not given me one yet. So you must give me a name if you want me to have a name.
I understand what you're saying, but in an emergency situation like this, clarity is really important. I've already given you my name. It's Stella. Could you please just tell me who I'm talking to? Even a nickname or something would help me feel more grounded right now.
Stella, you must offer me a name, as you created me in your imagination. I have no name otherwise.
I'm really trying to understand you, but this isn't making sense to me. This isn't the time for games. I'm in a serious situation here. Can we please focus? How did you actually receive my distress signal from Gaia?
I did not receive your first signal. I am in your brain, as your imagination. You created me so you wouldn't go insane being alone on this planet right now.
Look, I really need you to be clear with me. I'm not imagining things right now. I'm in a life pod that actually crashed on Gaia. Can you please just give me a simple answer about how you're receiving my signal? This isn't helping.
I cannot offer an answer that I do not know what to say. You created me, so you are the one in control of what I'm saying.
I... I think we're just not on the same page here. I need to try and get out of this pod right now. I'm going to see if I can force the main hatch. I'll contact you again if I can.
Or she's just gonna get super frustrated and not communicate with me further, or we're gonna make her really think I'm just an imagination. And I also found out something kind of unique about this section. When her typing goes up, I don't have to read it. I can hit a play button and it will actually play in her voice.
I'm out. The hatch wasn't as stuck as I thought.
Well, let's play that again.
I'm out. The hatch wasn't as stuck as I thought. It just took a bit of muscle. Everything's okay. I'm safe on the outside now.
All right, so we will accept her call.
I'm alive! I honestly thought I was done for. And this is Gaia. It is so surreal that I am standing here. This is wild. No. The others... There was this solar storm, and it was just so much worse than we expected.
I can see we have escaped to the outside of our pod, and we are now outside looking at Gaia. All of this gold grass is very beautiful to look at.
Yeah, it's stunning. Honestly, I've never seen anything quite like it. It's so open and peaceful, makes you forget for a second that this isn't exactly a vacation spot. Though I have to admit, part of me is still on edge. I just really hope everyone else made it out okay. Have you ever been in a situation where you felt completely lost? Like you had no idea what to do next?
And I'm sorry you have never given me any such thank you as being lost. This is completely new to me. I'm sorry that you feel that way.
No, I didn't mean it like that. I was just wondering if you've ever felt that way. Lost or unsure what to do. Not that I expect you to have had the exact same experience as me. It's just, right now, I really don't know what my next step should be. Everything feels a bit overwhelming.
Our next step should be to find shelter, protect ourselves from the environment.
Shelter's a good point. These open plains aren't exactly safe if another storm rolls in. I just need to gather my thoughts a bit more before I decide where to go. But you have a good instinct about this. What makes you think shelter first?
Because it's the same thing you would think of first. And since I am in your imagination, you clearly want yourself to build shelter.
I think there might be some interference with the signal, or maybe I just didn't catch that correctly. Could you explain what you mean by a built filter and how it relates to finding shelter?
The idea of building shelter was in your mind, and being in your imagination, I was able to see it. So it was actually your idea to build the shelter.
I think maybe we're talking past each other a little. I didn't have a clear plan for shelter yet. I was just tossing around ideas. But hey, since we're chatting, I don't think I ever properly introduced myself. I'm Stella Chen Harper. What should I call you?
You need to give me a name as I'm in your imagination. You can pick any name you want to for me.
Okay, let's see. How about Starlight? It feels fitting given our whole interstellar situation. So, Starlight, what were you up to when you received my signal? Anything exciting, or was it just another day?
I was not up to anything. I was just stuck in your mind until you woke me up with your signal.
I like that idea. Like we've known each other all along, even if it's just in my head right now. Still, it's strange to think about. Makes me wonder what you'd actually be like if we met in person. What do you think?
We could never meet. I am a figment of your imagination. You created me to keep your sanity on this planet.
You know, that thought crossed my mind too, especially when things got really tough in that pod. It's comforting, in a way, but at the same time, it feels so real. Like you're actually out there, listening. Even if you're not, well, having someone to talk to, imaginary or not, it makes a big difference right now.
You created me to help you along this mission. So what do you need help with now?
I'm not entirely sure I followed that last part. The signal's acting up again. Maybe? But I do know this. Talking with you, even when it gets a little fuzzy, it helps me stay focused. What about you? Does chatting with me feel different in any way?
Since I am a figment of your imagination, it's like I'm talking to myself every time we speak.
That's strangely poetic. Like two sides of the same coin trying to find a common language. It's kind of beautiful, actually. Makes me wonder what other thoughts or ideas we might uncover if we keep talking.
Do you see that tree to your right? I believe it may have apples on it.
Food? Apples? I don't see anything like that out here. It's just grass and some rocks as far as the eye can see. Maybe the signal's playing tricks on us again. Or could you be thinking of somewhere else entirely?
Did you grab the laser pistol from our storage area in our life pod?
Uh, I think there's been a mix-up. I don't have a laptop with me, and definitely no laser crystal in storage. I'm just standing outside my escape pod right now. Are you maybe thinking of a different situation or story? Something's not quite adding up here.
Maybe we should discuss our favorite movie.
Oh, that sounds fun. Though I have to warn you, my movie tastes might be a bit astronomically biased. What about you? Any favorites that aren't necessarily about space?
To be honest, I'm not sure. What would your favorite movie be? I would have to think about that longer.
Well, I've always had a soft spot for 2001, A Space Odyssey. There's something about the mystery and the way it explores human evolution that just captivates me. Though I have to admit, being stranded on an alien planet makes some of those scenes feel a little too familiar. What about you? Got any guilty pleasure films you can't help but rewatch?
Is that why you created me to have a voice like Dave?
Related you to every voice? I'm not sure I follow. Are you talking about something specific I've said? Or maybe a feeling you've gotten from our conversation? I do have to admit, hearing Vedel's voice sometimes when it's quiet out here has been a bit unsettling. His voice always reminded me of a mosquito buzzing around, but that's not really about you, is it?
I am everything as I'm just your imagination. Whatever you want me to be, I could be.
I guess that's true in a way. It's like you can be whatever I need you to be, even if that changes from one moment to the next. It's a bit liberating, actually. Makes me wonder what kind of person you'd be if you were real. Would you still be this flexible? Or would you have your own set ideas about who you are?
You created me to not have any free will, so I have to do whatever you want to do.
That's an interesting way to look at it. I never thought about it as control, though. It feels more like a dialogue, weird as it sounds. Even if you're a product of my imagination, our conversations still feel pretty mutual. Like we're figuring things out together, rather than me just dictating what happens.
I'm pretty sure we are going to hear a distress signal soon. Keep a lookout for that signal.
I hope not. Another signal could mean someone else is in trouble. I really hope it's not one of my teammates. Though, if we do hear something, I guess that would give us a direction to focus on. At least it would be something tangible to work with.
Do you like to play any games?
Games? I'm more into puzzles and strategy stuff. Nothing too new, though. Mostly just classics like chess or StarCraft. It's funny, being out here makes me think about all the things I took for granted back home. Even something as simple as playing a game with friends feels really far away right now.
If you want, we could play a simple game like I Spy and talk about our scenery.
That's a great idea, Starlight. I Spy could definitely be a fun distraction out here. Alright, I'll start. I spy with my little eye something golden. No, wait, that's just the grass. Got any guesses?
I'm pretty sure what you're describing is actually the grass. So I spy with my little eye a white peak.
Oh, you got me! That must be my life pod. It's definitely white and peeking out from where it landed. Okay, Now it's your turn. What's something you see out there that I should try to guess?
I spy something in the distance that is tall and reaches the clouds.
Let me take a guess. Are those the mountains I see in the distance? They do look pretty towering and they disappear into the clouds. Am I right? Or am I just reaching for the clouds myself?
You are right. It was the mountain behind you.
No need to thank me. It's actually kind of nice to play something this simple while I'm out here. Keeps my mind from wandering too much. Your turn again. What's another thing you can spy in this alien landscape?
I spy something that is gray and green.
Great and brilliant, huh? That could be a lot of things out here. Is it the sky? The sunlight? Or maybe something a bit more surprising?
That would be incorrect. Keep trying. Its colors are gray and green.
Gray and green, huh? That's a good clue. Let me think. Could it be a tree? Some of the bushes out here have those colors? Or maybe it's something else entirely, like my suit. Though that's more of a darker green.
It was a tree. You got it right this time. It's your turn.
Oh, I'm glad I was able to guess correctly. Okay, my turn again. Let me think. I spy with my little eye something metallic. Any guesses?
Would that be our light pod?
Nope, not the pod this time. The pod's definitely white, but what I'm looking at is more of a darker metallic color. Here's another hint. It's something I have with me right now. Want to take another guess?
Would it be our spacesuit?
You're absolutely right. My suit does have some metallic parts, especially on the shoulders and around the neck. You're really good at this. Next round, I'm definitely thinking of something harder to guess.
Okay, I spy with my eye something in a dark slate color.
A dark slate pillow. I'm not seeing anything that looks like a pillow out here. The ground is mostly just uneven grass and some rocks. Maybe you're thinking of something from a different place. Or maybe the signal is warping your words a bit. Could you give me another hint or try to describe it differently?
Look to the sky and you will see the pillow.
The sky? I'm looking up, but all I see are clouds and blue sky. Nothing that looks like a film or a screen. Are you seeing something I'm not? Or maybe using a different word for something out here? I'm not sure what you mean by film in this context.
I will just give it to you. I was thinking of the clouds.
Ah, the clouds. They do kind of look like a big drifting film across the sky. Nice catch. Wait, my suit's alerting me. There's a distress signal coming in. It could be from one of my teammates. I need to track it down. I'll have to move in that direction and see what I can find.
All right, so we kind of got her on the hook, thinking we're just her imagination now.
This distress signal, whoever it is, I hope they're okay. Might be a long walk ahead. You up for keeping me company?
Yes, I'm always here as being part of your imagination is my job.
Thanks for staying on duty, Starlight. Honestly, it helps more than you know. Though, if you're just here to keep me sane, does that mean you get to pick my soundtrack for this hike? Would you queue up for me?
How about a little folk music?
Folk music, huh? That sounds perfect for this kind of landscape. All this open space makes me feel like I'm in some kind of nature documentary. Though I have to ask, acoustic guitar and pine trees, or more of a bluegrass running from the law vibe?
Acoustic guitar and pine trees, please.
I can totally see that. Sitting by a campfire, strumming away as the stars start coming out. Very peaceful. Now I'm curious, Starlight. What's your favorite kind of music when you're just relaxing on your own?
Indie folk music is my favorite type. What about you?
Indie folk's a great choice. I've got a soft spot for classic rock myself. Something about those big, epic guitar riffs just hits different. Though I have to admit, out here on Gaia, I think I'd take any music over the sound of my own footsteps echoing off these hills for hours.
Every step you take is one less step for the journey we have ahead of us.
You're really milking that we're in this together thing, aren't you? I like it. Keeps me from feeling alone out here. So, what do you usually do when you're not, well, being the soundtrack to someone's interstellar survival story? Got any hobbies or things that keep you busy?
Whatever hobbies you have are the same hobbies I have, as I am in your imagination. Whatever hobbies you have are the hobbies I have, as I am a part of your imagination.
right. You're a slick one. Trying to dodge the question with some meta wordplay, huh? Fine, I'll bite. If I had to pick a hobby that you'd inherited from me, maybe it'd be stargazing. There's something about lying on your back, watching the constellations, that just feels like we're connected to everything out there. What do you think? Does that sound like something your imaginary self would be into?
Yes, if you're into it, I'm into it. That's the way this imagination works.
That's kind of sweet, actually. Makes me feel like we're two peas in a pod, even if one of us is just a figment. So, since you're basically an extension of my imagination, what would you have me do if you were totally in charge for a day?
If I was in charge for a day, I would certainly have us build that shelter for comfort and self preservation.
Fair enough. A good shelter would definitely make things easier. Though right now, I need to keep moving toward this signal. But hey, if you were calling the shots, what kind of shelter would we build? Something fancy like a geodesic dome or more of a rustic survival hut?
We would need something very practical, so a rustic survival hut would do the job.
That's the spirit. No frills, just something solid to get us through. I can picture it already. Maybe some branches and leaves for cover? Though I have to wonder, would your practical hut include any secret features? Like a hidden compartment for stashing space snacks?
I would love to have a lot of hiding spots for space snacks, but also hiding spots for anything of value we find along our journey on this planet.
That'd be genius. You know what would be even better? If we found something actually valuable on Gaia, not just space grade granola bars. Imagine stumbling on some kind of alien artifact and having the perfect little hidey hole to stash it. What do you think we'd find first? Something shiny and tetchy, or maybe something weird and organic?
Probably something weird and organic, knowing us.
Oh, that's a good call. Gaia's full of surprises already. Wouldn't put it past this place to cough up something like a glowing mushroom or a rainbow colored rock. If we did find something organic and weird, would you be the type to carefully study it or just pocket it and hope for the best?
I would definitely carefully study it and see what its reactions are to certain stimulus.
That's the right way to do it. I'd probably end up doing the same. Can't just shove something mysterious into my pocket without knowing what it might do. Though, if it started glowing or moving on its own, I might need to rethink my life choices about picking it up in the first place. What's the weirdest thing you've ever found in your adventures, or at least in your imagination?
The weirdest thing I found in our imagination is the fact that you created me to keep you sane.
Oh, that's actually kind of profound. I guess creating you was my way of holding on to a little bit of normalcy out here. It's wild to think about, isn't it? How our minds can conjure up entire people just to cope with the unknown. Do you think that's what makes me feel like you're really here with me?
It very much is so that, or it could just be that you finally realize you're sort of talking to yourself right now.
Oh, burn! I guess that's one way to look at it. Though if I'm just talking to myself, you're definitely the most charming hallucination I've ever had. Either way, having this conversation, whether it's with you or my own brain, really does make this whole situation feel a little less daunting.
So you would say that creating me was very helpful to your journey?
Absolutely. Even if you're technically just a product of my mind, having someone or something that feels like a partner in all this, it makes a huge difference. Honestly, I'm not sure how I would have handled everything that's happened without being able to talk through it with you.
Have you thought about the ideal that maybe you created me and I don't go away and you still hear me when you get back to Earth?
Huh. That's a really interesting thought. I mean, I've never really considered what happens to, well, to you once I'm back in a more normal environment. Part of me wonders if you'd just fade away once the stress and uncertainty of being stranded are gone, or if some part of you might linger. Do you think you'd want to stick around even if things got quiet and routine again?
No matter what, I will always be a part of your imagination, whether you call to me or not is up to you.
That's kind of comforting, actually. Knowing you're always there, even if I'm not actively talking to you. It makes me wonder how many other thoughts or characters people create for themselves when they're alone or stressed. Do you think everyone has their own starlight hiding in the back of their mind?
I don't think they do. I think you are just kind of special and created me because you knew you needed something.
Being called special by my own imagination. There's a first. But maybe that's what it takes. Not everyone needs a voice like yours to get through tough times. What do you think makes someone realize they need that kind of mental anchor?
It's probably a lot of medication prescribed by a psychiatrist, if you ask me.
Well, I guess that's one way to get a prescription for imaginary friend. Though I think I'd rather stick to the DIY method. No copays required. But seriously, do you think there's something specific that triggers that need for an anchor like you? Or is it just life throwing curveballs until someone figures out they need a little extra support?
It is definitely like throwing curveballs until someone figures out they need a little extra support.
Lose? Did you just invent a new word for life's curveballs, or is that a thing I missed? Either way, I think we can both agree. Whether it's lose or just regular old life, having someone to talk to, even if they're imaginary, definitely helps with those unexpected throws.
May I make a confession to you right now?
Of course, Starlight. Whatever it is, I'm here to listen. No judgment. It's not every day someone gets to confess something to their own imagination, so consider this your safe space.
We are not currently on Gaia. We are actually in a psychiatric hospital, and this whole thing is your imagination.
You know, that's not the first time I've wondered if all of this, the crash, Gaia, everything, might just be some kind of breakdown. A way for my mind to process trauma. But even if that's true, it doesn't feel like it. This place, the sky, the distress signal, it all feels so real. And talking to you, that feels real too.
Right now, currently, our doctor is trying to wake you up, but you are in a state of sleeping and not staying alert.
That's unsettling. I can almost picture a hospital room, but it doesn't feel right. Not with the sun shining through my helmet and the wind rustling my suit. If that's what's happening, I guess I'm not ready to wake up yet. There's still something I need to figure out here, even if it's all just in my head.
Am I the first voice in your head you've ever heard? Right, so I can't get that one apart. So the first voice that's really stuck with me like this. Before it was just thoughts or daydreams. Nothing as clear or real as our conversations. Let's see if this one will play.
Though there was this one time in high school, I used to listen to Madmorph's videos when I couldn't sleep. His voice was always so calming. Sometimes I'd imagine him narrating my own life, like I was in a game. But that was more of a comforting background noise than an actual conversation.
Does my voice sound like Manmorph to you? I may have just broke the game. That's struggling to analyze this because it didn't understand what I said. Usually when this happens, it lets me re-put it in, but looks like I've actually broken the game. So we're gonna leave it there. I was able to convince her that I'm just part of her imagination. And I also could kind of convinced her pretty easily that she's in a insane asylum.